They didn't need chains. They didn't need guns. They needed a ruler and a skull. With a few numbers, they decided who was human, who was inferior, and who deserved to be owned. This wasn't ignorance. It was science, or at least that's what they called it. And once the lie was measured, racism became policy. In the 1800s, Europe and America was obsessed with classification. Plants, animals, stars, and then people. A theory emerged called craniometry, the belief that intelligence, morality, and worth could be measured by size and shape of a human skull. The logic was simple, deadly simple. Bigger skull equals bigger brain. Bigger brain equals greater intelligence. And intelligence meant superiority. But here's the truth. No credible science ever supported this. One of the most influential figures was Samuel George Morton, an American physician. Morton collected hundreds of skulls from around the world. He filled them with seeds, then lead shot to measure cranial capacity. And shockingly, his results seemed to confirm his beliefs. White Europeans, largest skulls. Native Americans, smaller. Africans, smallest of all. Morton claimed this proved natural racial hierarchy. But decades later, scientists re-examined his data, and they found something disturbing. Morton adjusted numbers, ignored contradictions, cherry-picked results. The science wasn't broken, it was rigged. Craniometry wasn't enough. So came phrenology, the belief that personality traits lived in bumps on the skull: aggression, obedience, criminality. They claimed they could feel who you were. This wasn't just academic. Phrenology was used by employers to deny jobs, courts to justify punishments, slaveholders to argue enslavement was natural. If a skull said someone was inferior, then inequality wasn't cruelty, it was biology. These ideas didn't stay in textbooks. They fueled slavery in the United States, European colonialism in Africa and Asia, forced sterilization programs, indigenous displacement. Craniometry told empires what they wanted to hear, that domination wasn't violence, it was destiny. When people resisted, their skulls were used as proof that they were unfit for freedom. By the early 20th century, skull measuring evolved into eugenics. If intelligence was inherited, and some races were less evolved, then society should be improved. That meant forced sterilization, marriage bans, segregation, mass incarceration. In the United States alone, over 60,000 people were forcibly sterilized. And these ideas didn't die in America. They crossed the Atlantic. Nazi Germany cited American racial science as inspiration. Real science eventually caught up. Researchers proved that skull size does not equal intelligence. Brain structure varies wildly in all populations. Race has no biological foundation. Human genetic variations does not divide cleanly by races. The hierarchy never existed. Only the lie did. Calipers are gone, but the logic remains. When crime is blamed on biology, when intelligence is tied to race, when inequality is explained as natural, when races are compared to animals such as monkeys. That's the ghost of craniometry. Pseudoscience doesn't need skulls anymore. It just needs fear. They said the numbers proved it. They said science demanded it. They said inequality was inevitable. But history shows us the truth. Racism didn't come from science. Science was meant to serve racism. And the most dangerous lies are the ones we keep using.